Knees hurt, my back hurts. It's like I'm being punished.
Because it's so miserable to do anything.
And I've become almost immobile.
David can still move, but every morning feels like a losing battle. Just standing up from bed takes everything he's got. His body's shutting down, and he knows it. The only one who can help him now is his brother Benji. But Benji's not far behind in this mess. He's packing on pounds too. How long before they're both stuck in bed, rotting away together?
I control. And I look at my brother and how hard it is for him to do anything. And I know I'm looking at my future. I don't struggle as bad as David yet, but it's starting to get pretty bad for me too.
Benji isn't tipping the scale like David yet, but he knows it's coming. The scary part? He still works, still has enough energy to feed the addiction. Every morning, he shows up with bags of sugary garbage, keeping David trapped in this cycle. It's like handing a drowning man more water. They both know it's killing them, but neither one's ready to let go. Not yet.
But we both tried everything to stop it. And food has been such a huge part of our lives so long.
You full? Yeah, me too.
Probably ate too much? Come on. Probably? That's denial at its finest. These two aren't just blood. They're bound by food, buried under it. Eating became their language, their therapy, their downfall. But now the cracks are showing. They both want change, but wanting it and surviving the process? That's different. So they crawl to Dr. Now, desperate. But this road, it breaks people.
Okay, but doesn't mean you yell at your mother. Have some respect.
Tired of being like this. This is no way to live. Hurting, uncomfortable all the time. While people make fun of you.
No one's making fun of you, son.
What about Benji?
Picture being their mom for 1 second. You raise your sons, dream big for them, then watch helplessly as food destroys their lives. You see them fading, buried in flesh and regret. The fear of burying both your children? That's a nightmare no parent escapes. But today, they face the scale. Cold, merciless numbers don't lie. It's sink or swim now, and they're drowning.
Last time I had my weight checked, I was in the lower 500s. So I figure that's the range I'm in. It's a little higher than I thought. But my concern is how high David's is gonna be. I know it's gonna be really bad.
David standing upright is a medical miracle. Almost 750 pounds pressing down on bones meant for half that? Every step's like walking a tightrope over death. His heart could tap out any second, joints ready to snap. But Dr. Now isn't here to coddle them. It's do or die time, and the window for change is slamming shut fast. They're running out of chances and breath.
147 pounds. So tell me why you think you're at this point.
I can't control it. I've tried to control my dieting and what I eat, low carbs, high protein.
Harsh reality? David won't see 40 like this. His body's a walking hazard, organs suffocating under the weight. Picture an industrial fridge. That's David's frame. Every movement, a strain. Every breath, borrowed time. Dr. Now doesn't sugarcoat it. He's seen the ending to this story too many times. If they don't flip the script now, the next chapter is a funeral. Simple as that.
To consider making a total life change if you want to live. If you do that, maybe we can help you, okay?
I'm ready to make the change.
All right, good. Okay, Benjamin, you are 582.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Now's over the excuses. You can cry about exercise all day, but when you're stuffing down 7,000 calories like it's a hobby, you're writing your own death sentence. Benji's proof of that. He didn't get this size by accident, and sadly, it doesn't stop here. The deeper they dig this hole, the harder it'll be to claw out alive.
To burn a few hundred calories doesn't help when you're eating 5,000 to 7,000 calories a day. So problem is you're taking too many calories, and Benji, you'll be amazed how fast you're going to be able to gain weight to get up to your better side.
The mountain they've got to climb is brutal, but for once, it feels real. They actually believe they can do this. You see it in their eyes, hear it in their shaky promises. David spells out his plan. Less food, more movement, survival mode. But talk is cheap. How many times have they sworn change before? This time, the stakes are life or death.
Wanted Benji and I to get more active. So I've tried walking, but it hurts too much right now. So I'm hoping I can build up my stamina. But right now I have to try and do something that I can do in one place.
Change sounds good, but living it? That's where it gets ugly. David's grinding, fighting cravings, pushing his limits. And his wife? She's watching, but now she's catching attitude. Thinks he's judging her while battling his own demons. Funny how when you start fixing yourself, people suddenly feel attacked. But David can't slow down now. He's got to survive, even if it means upsetting everyone.
I need to eat like he does right now. So he can get a little judgy about my food choices, but I'm overall trying to eat healthy too.
There are times Mary adds a little that's not on the diet to what she's eating.
David's progress is real, smaller portions, more steps, less gasping for air. But he can't celebrate alone. Benji's on his own battle path, but who knows if he's holding the line? They've both talked the talk before. The real test? That scale doesn't care about promises or pain. It shows the truth, plain, brutal, and final. Weigh-in days coming. No hiding now.
This won't mean as much to me if I start getting better, but he keeps gaining and getting worse. So if one of us doesn't make it, I'm not sure if we'll want to move ahead and leave the other behind.
The results? Brutal. Benji missed his goal, again. But David, he crushed it. And when the numbers hit, all that hunger, pain, and self-hate came pouring out. The man broke down crying. Ugly, raw tears of survival. He earned this. Every starving, sweating, aching day paid off. Now, Dr. Now's green-lighting his surgery, but the clock's still ticking for Benji.
You lost 83 pounds. That's great. In 1 month, that's very good. How do you feel about what you have done?
Great. I've changed the whole way of the way I eat. I write everything down in a book.
David's cleared for surgery, finally. His body's still a war zone, but at least now there's hope. But Benji, still grounded by his own bad habit. Wild that the brother twice his size is getting help first. But this isn't about fairness. It's about who fights harder. Right now, Benji's falling behind and time doesn't wait.
I still need to see more from you before I'm convinced that you're ready for weight loss surgery.
David's loyalty runs deep, deeper than most would. He's willing to risk it all and wait for Benji to catch up, even if it means delaying his own surgery. That's brotherhood. But there's a catch. Benji has to lose 50 pounds in 2 months. David's got to drop weight too. It's risky, it's reckless, but sometimes family means gambling with your own life.
He's out on the road working a lot, so I know he's eating on his own. And that's what makes me a little worried about whether or not he's going to hit his weight loss goal today.
I feel like I worked harder this past month, so I'm not really worried about my weigh-in.
David's grinding harder, faster, shedding pounds like his life depends on it, because it does. Meanwhile, Benji's stuck, dragging his feet through this nightmare. The pressure's building. Does David keep risking everything, waiting on his brother, or does he save himself first? Dr. Now's got opinions, and he's not sugarcoating them.
You're down another 58 pounds in last 2 months. That's good. So you lost a total of 141 pounds since first I saw you.
David finally pulls the trigger. No more waiting for Benji. His surgery's happening. Survival mode's on. Benji, he's still battling the same 50-pound target. Time's tight, and Dr. Now's patience, gone. No more hand-holding, no more sympathy. You either lose the weight or lose your life. Simple, brutal, final. Can Benji deliver before it's too late?
But I'm happy with all the progress I'm making.
Looking at myself in the mirror, I could tell the changes. I could tell it in my neck, my arms, my chest. I could tell the weight I've lost in my stomach. My skin's starting to droop down. Which means progress.
After months of failure, frustration, and near disaster, Benji finally did it. Barely scraped by, but he made the cut for surgery. David's already healing up, starting his next chapter. Now, both brothers have a fighting chance at life. No more excuses, no more cycles. Family's still standing, hope still alive, but staying alive? That's the real war, and it's only beginning.
The pain I feel when I wake up isn't all over. And I feel sometimes I can't take or live this life one more minute.
Catherine?
Yeah.
In the bathroom.
All right.
Every morning, Robert wakes up feels like cheating death. At nearly 900 pounds, his body's already failing, but somehow he keeps opening his eyes. It's not strength keeping him alive. It's his fiancée holding everything together, but she's exhausted. The weight of caring for him, physically and emotionally, is wearing her down. She's running out of fight, and it shows in her face.
Simple things that people take for granted, I should be able to do. But if I didn't have Catherine to help me like she does, I would be in the nursing home full time for the rest of my life.
There's a heaviness in the room that never leaves. His fiancée's eyes say it all. Hopelessness mixed with fear. Watching someone she loves trapped inside his own body, while he reaches for food like it's his only comfort. It's been the same pattern for so long. The worse his body gets, the more he turns to eating. The cycle keeps feeding itself.
I hate that this is our life and that this is Rob's life, but nothing stops him from eating. Food is killing him and taking our future.
She pictured a life with him, marriage, a family, something real, but instead, she's watching him slowly destroy himself one meal at a time. No matter how much she begs him to stop, he keeps reaching for more. The smell of fried wings, the comfort of grease, it's stronger than promises right now, and every bite pushes that future further out of reach.
Oh, but this is just too good. Oh.
Don't push it.
I might have like 2 more of the wings, but otherwise I'm done. I didn't have that many wings.
Everything else you have.
Does it really matter?
Yes, it matters.
It feels like watching the last lifeline slip away. His body's collapsing, his health's hanging by a thread, but there's still one shot left. Dr. Now. That's the only hope they've got. But even getting him to Houston almost ends him. His body can't take much more. Just surviving that ride to the hospital was a battle by itself.
I'm gonna get some food for us and then we'll get on the road. I'm hoping this is our last day on the road because I really want to get to Houston today.
The emergency hit hard, reminding everyone just how dangerous his situation really is. His fiancée came home early and found him barely breathing, trapped in his own bed. She saved him, pulled him back from the edge. They made it to Houston, but just barely. It's clear now, he's one wrong move away from never making it back home.
Painkiller. And if we don't address that issue will likely kill him first. And the fact that he's alive and his body has been able to endure that is truly a miracle.
Dr. Now's seen patients in bad shape, but this one stops him in his tracks. Robert is still alive, but it's a miracle. His body's shutting down, yet somehow he's still here. No waiting around. Dr. Now admits him immediately and starts the diet. First, they've got to face that brutal number on the scale. The truth is worse than anyone expected.
Check your weight now. You're at 842.
Can't be right, Doc.
So your body is no doubt at its limit. And we need to turn that around fast.
Robert's talking like he's ready. His words sound strong, but Dr. Now's seen too many people crumble when the discomfort sets in. Wanting to change and pushing through the pain are two different things. It's easy to say you'll fight when the hunger hasn't hit yet. The real work starts now, and it doesn't get easier from here.
An adjustment, it's very strict, it's very regimented, and that was a little slow going at first, trying to get adjusted to the portions, and I'm getting there. But it has been hard some days.
For once, it's not just empty words. Robert's pushing himself hard, staying on track even when everything hurts. The hunger, the weakness, the frustration, it's constant. But somehow he keeps showing up. Even Dr. Now sees the progress and admits it. The work is paying off, but it's early days. The scale will tell them exactly how far he's come.
Let's see what the weight is at today. It looks like you're down to 625.
Wow.
That's super. We have you down over 200 pounds since you got here.
Robert's one of the heaviest patients Dr. Now has ever treated, and the damage to his body is severe. But surprisingly, he's doing what it takes. It's wild to think he let himself fall this far, but now he's climbing out. Rehab's the next hurdle. It's going to push him harder than ever, but staying put means staying sick.
I'm just gonna keep going. Any lengths I have to get to walk without a walker, without a wheelchair, without a cane or anything, I'm gonna get to the point where I can live a normal life.
Outside the hospital, temptations everywhere. Most people fold fast, but Robert's sticking to it. Every step feels heavier than it should, but he keeps grinding. His fiancée's still by his side, pushing him forward, reminding him what's at stake. Dr. Now isn't easy to impress. Results are the only thing that count, and Robert's about to find out if he's done enough.
Hey, Robert.
Hey, Dr. Now.
How's everything coming along?
Good.
I hear your physical therapy is going well, and you've been doing a lot more.
I walk every day.
That's good.
Yeah.
3 months ago, Robert was barely holding on, moments away from dying in his bed. Now, he's prepping for lymphedema removal. It's his first real shot at turning things around. The plan's simple: keep grinding, lose more weight, get that surgery. But following through when your body's broken and your mind's worn down, that's the part most people don't survive.
Okay, we're gonna get you to go down to the rehab and start working to get you walking again. All right, you ready for that?
Yeah.
The progress keeps building, but now something darker creeps in. Painkillers, meant to help, are pulling him down fast. The pills dull the pain, but they're breaking his relationship. His fiancée's seeing the cracks. He's slipping and addiction's taking hold. After everything they've survived, now she's the one carrying the weight alone, watching him trade one poison for another.
Mistake tonight.
Really?
Clarify.
Gee, I don't know. Maybe the way you've been treating me, maybe the way you've been, you won't do anything. You're nasty to everyone, especially me.
The relationship is hanging on by a thread. His fiancée was his reason to keep fighting, but now that's falling apart too. The lies, the pills, the mood swings, it's wearing her down. But Robert's locked in on the surgery. Even if he loses her, he's not letting that go. She was the motivation, but now it's just survival. Nothing else matters.
You know I love you.
Yeah, right. If there's ever been a time I doubt you, it's now. No.
No, here.
No, just go away from me.
No, just come here, please.
No.
Please come here.
Leave me alone.
Please come here for a second.
No, you've said your piece. No.
Things keep unraveling. Robert had the momentum, the early wins, but his body couldn't hold up. The progress slipped away, and his health followed. He didn't have the time or the strength to keep fighting. His body finally quit, and everything he worked for disappeared in an instant. The damage was done long before, and now the consequences have landed.
I can't believe that I've lost him. Last night, I was getting ready to go, and he says, please don't leave me tonight. I don't feel good. I want somebody here. So we were sitting there, and he was looking at me, and he says, I just want to let you know. He says, I don't think I'm going to make it through tonight.
The ending came fast. A heart attack hit him when he was already at his lowest, and that was it. No more chances, no more time. For some, this fight ends in victory, but for many, it ends like this, in silence, in loss, with loved ones left behind to carry the pain. Robert's story ended where too many others do, too late.
Life is a struggle daily, so there's many days that I don't get out of bed because of the pain. I hate what I'm doing to Renee. But the only times I can get up, I have to have help.
The fact that both Reena and Lee combined weigh over 1,000 pounds is unreal. But what's worse, Reena, who's drowning in pain herself, still has to be the one dragging Lee through life. That's not love, that's survival. Every day looks the same. Struggle, sweat, suffering. And the scary part? It only spirals from here. This isn't rock bottom yet, but they're getting close.
Our size requires a lot of tension, a lot of care. If you're not careful, you get break opens in the skin, tears, ribs. You gotta make sure they're clean or lotioned or dry, taken care of. It kills me worse.
Reena can't believe this is how her life turned out. Wake up, fight through the pain, drag herself through Lee's care, and by the time she's done, she's completely drained. Her body's shot, her mind's wrecked, but the only thing keeping her pushing forward is the very poison that's killing them both. The food. It's oily, crispy, cheesy, sweet, and when it's in front of them, nothing else matters.
To watch them every day gain more and more weight, but I feel like it's out of my control. It's their decision.
Thank you, Casey.
You're welcome.
Food is my comfort.
The food is everything. It's greasy, crunchy, melts in their mouths, and it's the things slowly destroying them. Every bite feels like comfort, but it's also a slow, creeping death sentence. And Lee knows it. You can see it in his eyes. But that doesn't mean he can stop. That plate is the only thing giving him peace, even though it's the same thing pulling him closer to the grave.
I know I'm killing myself with how I eat, but what's worse is it ain't only me now. I know I'm helping kill Renee, so I have to see it happen to the woman I love, and that hurts worse than doing it to myself.
Getting off food? That's not just quitting a bad habit. It's ripping apart their entire history. Every meal, every binge, every moment of comfort tied to it. They've built their whole life around this addiction, but now they have no choice. If they want to live, they have to tear it all down. And that starts with one brutal first step, getting up and making the trip to Dr. Now.
Lee and me are stuck on the side of the road right now, and we're not really sure what's wrong with the car. Lee thinks it might be overheated, and it's so humiliating because we are both too big to even get out of the car to figure it out.
Sometimes I just feel like a useless individual.
The fact they can't even fix their car shows just how trapped they are by their size. Normal problems turn into full-blown crises when you're pushing half a ton, but somehow they crawl their way to Dr. Now's clinic. The moment they step on the scale, reality hits hard. That number staring back at them, terrifying. And now they can't hide from how far gone this situation really is.
Ride down here to Houston, and now that we're finally here, we're about to find out what we weigh and if Dr. Now can help us. And I'm just nervous about all of it.
549.
I knew I'd still been gaining some overall, but that's higher than I was expecting.
Lee's situation is miles worse than Reena's. It's a miracle this man's heart hasn't stopped already. His body's barely hanging on, teetering between life and death. Dr. Now lays it out plain. He can help, but he isn't some magician. The hard, dirty work, that's all on them. And judging by their track record, that road's about to be brutal. Nobody's coming to save them this time.
No way your body is going to be able to sustain your weight for much longer at all. You need to fully understand how close to death you are right now, and that you too are in a very bad place. You realize that?
It's almost funny. Lee thinks hobbling 30 feet with a cane makes him an athlete. That's his definition of active now. Dr. Now's face says it all. Reality check incoming. If walking to the fridge counted as cardio, Lee would have been a marathon runner by now. But the truth? His body's a ticking bomb, and Dr. Now's not sugarcoating what needs to happen next.
That's pretty active. Then you're a little delusional about that. Lee and Renee's bodies are starting to completely fail. So my biggest concern is whether they can stop enabling each other in time to make a significant difference before it's too late.
Honestly, Dr. Now went easy on him. Calling Lee a little delusional is putting it kindly. But now the games are over. He's handed them the diet plan, the rules, the map to crawl out of this mess. Lee's target? Drop 150 pounds. Reena's? 75. In 2 months. It sounds impossible, but that's what happens when your life's dangling by a thread. Will they even try? Let's find out.
We've been cutting back our diet.
My biggest fear was when Lee gets cravings and he doesn't get what he wants. He can get very angry, but he hasn't been doing that.
We've been really good.
And that's been a huge relief because I feel like we're in this together.
Shockingly, Lee's moving more. That cane? He's actually using it to walk, not just wobble to the bathroom. It's not much, but for a man his size, every extra step is a small victory. Maybe, just maybe, that means the scale will finally reflect the effort. But one thing's for sure, this fight's only getting nastier. Let's see if those pounds are actually coming off.
We are at our second appointment with Dr. Now, and there's so much riding on us hitting our goals today. The doc wanted me to lose at least 75 pounds over the last 2 months and get down to 474. So I'm just praying that I've gotten down to that.
They made progress, kind of. Lee and Reena both lost some weight, but nowhere near what Dr. Now demanded. You can see they tried, but trying isn't enough when your body's shutting down. Somewhere between the stress, cravings, and half-followed diets, they fell short. The question is, how's Dr. Now going to react to that? Something tells me he's not in the mood for excuses today.
We made it down to 507 pounds.
Right.
Yeah.
And you down to 619 pounds. So I'm encouraged by your progress, but it's too little weight loss to bring the risk factor for surgery to an acceptable level.
At the hospital, things get real ugly, real fast. Turns out Lee's body's in worse shape than anyone thought. It's not just the weight, now he's facing an emergency checkup. His size makes every second in that operating room dangerous, but they don't have time to hesitate. It's either they act now, or Lee doesn't make it out of that hospital bed alive.
I rushed Lee to the hospital and did an endoscopy as well as some other tests to determine what was causing his severe stomach pain. And it looked to be gallstones, but Lee is lucky.
Simple instructions: lose more weight or lose your life. That's the choice Dr. Now puts in front of them. But with Lee's gallstones flaring up, the clock's running faster than ever. They've got 1 month to hit those weight loss goals, or this whole thing spirals. It's a war against cravings, pain, and time. And for once, they can't afford to screw it up.
Dr. Now told me to lose another 25 pounds the past month. So that means I need to be just below 482 today.
Awesome. Good job, baby.
I'm really happy with that.
Lee's feeling himself after this month. For the first time, the scale actually shows some good news. Both he and Reena clawed their way close to their targets. They're proud, sure. But Dr. Now? He doesn't hand out praise for showing up late. Hitting your goals one thing, dragging your feet getting there, that could still cost you your life.
Renee, you lost 31 pounds with the total weight loss of 73 pounds. And Lee, you lost 47 pounds. That's 142 pounds so far, huh?
Yeah.
It took them an extra brutal month, but Reena and Lee finally made it to the finish line, approved for weight loss surgery. That should have been their ticket to a better life. One with less pain, more freedom, maybe even happiness. But reality's messy. Even with the weight gone, the cracks underneath still show. And those cracks, they split Reena and Lee apart for good.
Anger problem. You have a violent problem. Your head has a problem.
Doesn't matter anymore. It ain't gonna work. Do not desire to be with you. We are never, ever going to see eye to eye.
That breakup hit hard, but it proves something most people ignore. Dropping the pounds doesn't magically fix everything. The food may shrink, the body may change, but the demons, they stick around. Losing weight peels back all those hidden issues, all that pain buried under the fat. Sometimes what you see underneath hurts way more than what was there before.